Buildings all over Mexico City are in ruins this morning after a 7.1 magnitude earthquake.
The violent shaking yesterday created widespread destruction. At least 217 people have been confirmed dead so far. Rescuers dug through collapsed buildings all night, pulling out survivors. The quake was centered about 70 miles southeast of Mexico City in the state of Puebla.
This is the second deadly earthquake to hit Mexico this month. An 8.1 quake killed at least 90 people in southern Mexico 2 weeks ago. Manuel Bojorquez is in Mexico City with the desperate search for those missing. Manuel, good morning.
Good morning. Right now, every second is critical in neighborhoods like this one. I want you to take a look behind me. That is what's left of a 6-story office building that collapsed. We are told that 20 people have been rescued, but up to 40 people may still be trapped inside. Search and rescue operations like this one are happening throughout the Mexican capital this morning. As soon as the earthquake hit, parts of central Mexico were devastated. Building after building crumbled to the ground, leaving massive piles of splintered wood and broken concrete. At least 25 students and teachers were killed when an elementary school collapsed in Mexico City. All but 4 of them were children. Mexican President Enrique Peña Nieto visited the wreckage last night, where rescuers were digging for the missing.
It was really violent. I've never experienced anything like that.
U.S. citizen Brittany Kaiser was giving a presentation in Mexico City when it struck. She and thousands of people fled to the streets as the air filled with smoke from collapsed buildings.
When we came outside, you could see everything moving, from the street lamps and the trees and anything, even the cars that were on the street. There were some buildings that are completely and utterly demolished.
Rescue teams and volunteers searched through the rubble for victims. They found several people trapped and lifted them to safety on stretchers.
There was one hard jolt and then the ground began to roll.
The deadly earthquake happened exactly 32 years after the 1985 Mexico quake that killed thousands. Orlando Silver was in Mexico City for both.
The city is in complete chaos, and it just looked like the city had been just bombarded. It was pretty devastating.
What you're seeing now are the relatives of those who are missing gathered here looking at a list of names and hoping to see that their loved ones may have been taken to a hospital. Mexico's president is urging calm after the earthquake, saying the priority is still search and rescue and getting people medical attention, but that could take a long time. There are up to 44 buildings in the city that have collapsed. Gayle?
And unfortunately, looking at those pictures, you know there will be more loss of life, but there's always a miracle, too. Thank you very much, Manuel Bojorquez, reporting from Mexico City.